Well, it's nice to be in Washington, D.C., where I was born here. And I like it here, because I like any city. I like cities. I don't like cities that are too advanced. You know, I was in Zurich, and they have so much, you know, they're like, here's the bike, you want the bicycle, it's yours. Just have it, it's nice. And they have the garbage with the 8 fucking holes of different shapes. It's like an IQ test for a monkey. I don't know what the fuck. This one hole has a picture of a cup, and the next one has a picture of a cup that's a little different. I'm standing there with a dead baby. I don't know where I'm supposed to... What am I supposed to do with that? It doesn't go in the newspaper slot, but otherwise I don't know. I like cities. I don't like little places. When I go to Europe, I go to the big cities. Everybody tells you that, don't go to Madrid. You got just go to Madrid for like a day. And then you got to take a train. And you have to go to It's a beautiful little old village. And you're gonna love it. Fuck you, you don't know me. I'm not gonna love a village in Europe with a bell that goes pang, like whenever. And a dog walking alone. I don't like cute little places. I don't like little towns in America either, with little shops. Oh, look at that little shop. Let's go in that little shop. Now let's get a divorce. Isn't that a better idea? You go in there. I'll just walk away. Just tell the kids I was a pilot and I got shot down. I don't like little shops. I'm uncomfortable in a little shop. You go in and it's like, clill-a-ling-ling, clill-a-ling. Now it's just you and her. You're surrounded by her dream. And you can't just go, ugh, and leave. Like, she saw you. You have to go all the way in now and look at all the little crafts that she made. You made this? Really? You made this instead of killing yourself? I fucking wish I was that mean. I really do. All my fantasies are about being mean, just having the balls to like walk in a little store like that and just go like, oh, I don't like this at all. I don't like it in here. Mm-mm. What's your name, Debbie? Fuck you, Debbie. I don't like your store. I was in Florida recently. I don't like Florida at all. That's a shit state full of shit people. That's what I think. I hate Florida. I hate it. I hate the whole thing. The entire... It looks like it doesn't look like a dick. People say that. It looks like a shit coming out. If you look at it, it's like America's ass. And it's a shit that's just that you're trying to... And there's a little, Cuba's like a little that came first. That's what I think of Florida. Every time there's a hurricane, I'm like, yeah, get them all, Melissa. No, I don't mean any of that. It's just fun. It's fun to pretend. I was in a sushi restaurant in Florida, and it was empty. You ever go in a restaurant, and it's open, but you're literally the only person in there. You walk in, the staff is like sitting at the tables, you know? And you walk in, you're like, are you open? They're like, yeah. And you go, oh, good. And they're like, oh, we gotta fire up the whole fucking restaurant for this one guy now? So I ordered a lot of sushi because I felt bad for wasting their time. And I didn't eat most of it because I don't like sushi. And so the waitress comes over, she's Japanese. And she says, you know Finnish? Which is what she said. I'm not It's just what she said. I'm not going to change what she fucking said. I'm not going to lie to you and say that she said you're not going to finish that, because it doesn't happen to be what she said. And I have to do the accent, because it's weird if I tell you that she said, you know finish? So I'm stuck. I'm just telling you what happened. She said, you know finish? Do you know finish? That's exactly what she said. It's a perfect replica. No, it was subtle. She said, you know finish? And I said, no, I know finish. Because I think that's polite to repeat people's bad English to them. Otherwise, you're being a dick. It's like, you know finish? No, I am not going to finish. You left out a lot of words. I took the liberty of restoring them. I actually have a girlfriend, but we're struggling because she lives in France. She's French. She lives all the way over there, and we haven't been able to see each other for a year because of the disease. I have AIDS. She's great, though. She sends me presents all the time. That's how she keeps it going. She sends me gifts in the mail. I get something from her every week. Sometimes it's chocolate from France or a shirt she wishes I would wear instead of things like this. And sometimes she sends something to make fun of me because she's a little fucked up. So last time, she sent me a pair of little girl's panties. And yeah, I was like, that's not funny. Because these are in my house now. I can't get rid of them. It's like nuclear waste. Think about it. I can't throw them out because I can't have people find little girls' panties in my garbage with coffee grounds and butter on them. And every solution I think of makes it worse. Like if I put them in a bag inside another bag and layers of duct tape and wrapped in tin foil. Or if I put them in a coffee can and I nail it shut and I bury it in the park in the middle of the night. Or if I cut them into tiny pieces and throw away one piece each week in a different town. My friend tried to help me. He's like, why don't you just burn them? I'm like, do you understand? Even if there's a 1 in a million chance I get caught burning little girls' panties. So I'm wearing them right now. So, yeah. It's the only solution I could come up with. I wear them every day. And I hand wash them. And then I dry them like this. Just right on the little strawberries. I had written the part of Uncle Pete. Actually, I wrote it for Joe Pesci.
Right.
That's who I had in mind. And I got Joe Pesci's phone number. My manager got it, and I called him. He said, where the fuck did you get my phone number? Oh. The first thing he said, I don't know you. Yeah. I don't know you. And he said, I watched some of your stuff after I got, because I left him a message. He said, I watched you stand up, which I can tell you're just trying that and you're no good at it. He told me you're no good at stand up. He said, quit that now.
Oh, my God. Is he kidding?
No, he was being serious.
You stupid fuck.
He said, as an actor, you're okay.
Right.
But the stand-up, you get out now.
Were you looking
for you?
You weren't looking for an opinion, were
No,
you?
I wasn't.
What is that? Is the greatest story I ever heard.
It was the greatest phone call of my life. I was so happy.
What do you think was behind that? Do you think
He doesn't think I'm funny.
You don't look like a beginner.
But
No.
I mean, if he looked you up, he'd see that you do have
He
some.
didn't look that far. He saw what he saw, you know?
Right. I
He
mean-
watched a little bit of my stand-up. And he said, but I'm calling to tell you, and I don't want to do your show,
Right.
but I just want to give you a little cheer and tell you, as an actor, you got a future if you stick with it. That's what he said to me.
Now, what-
And I said to him, Joe, you have to let me pitch my show to you. And I actually went to his house in New Jersey, and
Yeah.
we talked about, he liked the scripts.
Yes.
And he liked what I wrote for him, and I was there for a whole day and night at his house.
Wow.
Great guy. I had a great time with him.
And the answer was still no.
He said no. But while I was there, he lectured me about don't ever eat a woman's pussy. He gave me this whole thing about never go down on a woman.
Because of that throat cancer, right?
No.
Why not go down on a
why
woman?
don't
Because
you do
it
it?
makes you beneath her, and you can never rise above a man. He said this whole thing to me.
You got a point.
And I said to him, you know, I need to write that into this show. And he let me have it, and it's in the show.
Yeah.
But in the end, he declined to do the show.
I thought Joe Pesci was saying, let's not have, don't eat a woman's pussy because there's these, the HPV,
virus.
the virus, and Michael Douglas said he got throat cancer from
I
eating
guess
pussy.
so. I don't know.
Will you eat pussy now, or will you listen
Sure.
to Joe
It
Pesci?
depends on the pussy.
Yeah.
Depends entirely on the pussy.
Did anything prompt him to say that, or it just was?
I don't remember how the conversation got there, but everything he said to me
Yes.
was great.
Yes.
And so he said to me I was welcome to the material for the show, which I did use.
the pussy material.
Yeah, and then he decided not to do it because he doesn't love being famous, and he only works when he wants to. He's living his life. He's not turned on by, like, he said to me in the end, I think your show is going to be very successful, and for
Right.
that reason I'm
That's
declining.
too much for him.
That's
Isn't
right.
it amazing though that he had you to his home and you
Yeah,
spent
lovely guy.
and you slept over? I guess.
No, I left him pretty late, but I
Yeah.
left eventually.
And what goes on for the full day? You mean you're constantly pitching? You're
Dinner,
telling, yeah.
hanging around, smoking cigarettes, and
Yeah.
he said to me, "Don't ever let anybody tell you these are bad for you. That's a lie."
Oh my God.
Did you put that in the script?
No, I didn't. But
That's
it was
a word
great.
of wisdom.
That's a character.
He took me up to his he got a room where he's got a lot of his cool stuff, and he handed me. He said, "When I was a young actor, Liza Minnelli let me hold her Oscar as a good luck."
Right.
And then he handed me his Oscar, and he let me
Wow.
hold on to it. He's a very nice guy.
Sweet guy.
Yeah.
And what an actor.
One of the best ever, and one of the funniest guys that ever lived.
And isn't it interesting how he's able to say no to a lot of things? Like he doesn't want to be famous.
Doesn't feel like
because
it.
I was going to say, what is he busy doing that he
Right.
couldn't be
That
in your
he's
show?
turning you down.
He
Yeah.
likes
got
his
his
free
life.
time.
He's
What does
got
he
his
do?
life.
Play golf? Or?
He's got his family. Yeah, he plays golf. He's
Right.
got his family over for dinner every night. He's got a daughter who he dotes on, who he just loves.
Loves, yeah.
And he loves his family. He takes care of a lot of people.
Yeah.
So that's what he does.
Do you think he's an actor, or is he really that guy, Joe Pesci?
No, he is a great actor.
He
He
is.
talked to me a lot about acting and what he calls it behavior, not acting. And,
Right.
And he talked about what it takes out of him to play these guys, and
Wow.
it's a draining thing to him. So he takes it very seriously. It's not a joke to him.
Guys who take it seriously probably have so much anxiety acting. Like if you were to interview Joe Pesci, you'd probably find out that he's just filled with angst no matter how successful
that's
he is.
true.
What a shame, too, because I'd love to
He's
see
so
it.
great.
Yeah. But so thought about
The other idea I had loosely years ago was Joe Pesci should be in a sitcom. That was another idea I had. Joe Pesci should have a sitcom.
And you met him, right?
Well, this is before I'd never met him.
Right.
And so I created the character for him being Uncle Pete. Started to try to get Joe Pesci to do it. I went to his house.
You
and asked
did?
him- yeah, I went to his house in New Jersey.
Now you're at a level now where people are like, you're a guy.
I can get folks on the phone, yeah.
Yeah. So you go to Joe Pesci's
I went
house.
to Joe Pesci's house. And
That must have been great.
it was one of the greatest things ever. Yeah, it was really great. And then Joe Pesci passed. And
What was it like hanging out with him?
Joe was, he's a very raw human being.
Yeah.
He gave me a cigarette.
Yeah.
And he goes, don't ever let anybody tell you these are bad for you. That's a fucking lie. Like, he really thinks it's a lie that cigarettes are bad for you. And, I spent time with his family, and he takes care of them. He's a caretaker kind of a guy, but he's also fiercely protective of his privacy. He doesn't like being famous.
Yeah.
And he's a good guy. I mean, all I know is my time with him. I had a great time at his house. He really hosted me nicely. Gave me a lot of advice, very paternal advice. Talked to me about the character at length of Uncle Pete. And it eventually passed and said, you can have everything I've said to you. And
Did it help you?
Yes, there's a huge monologue in this show by Alan Alda,
Yeah.
who plays the part I had written for him. that is, Joe said that to me about going down on a woman about oral sex. And I just couldn't believe it. When he said it, I was like, Joe, that's going to be in the show. And he goes, yeah, you can have it. And I sent him, after he said no, I still sent him a couple of scripts, and he would call me and he'd go like, listen, you fuck. Like, he called me one day, you dummy, you're going to write Archie Bunker again? This fucking character has no depth. He's a fucking idiot, and it's been done. So are you going to listen to me? I'm like, yes, Joe, tell me what's wrong with Uncle Pete. And he'd tell me stuff, and I learned from him. It was great. Anyway, then we killed Uncle Pete, and him telling Pete about eating pussy is his last words was all Joe Pesci's thing. But he turned it into this thing. Joe Pesci started by telling me you don't eat pussy because it makes you into a schmuck, and even women that do it, he doesn't like them. But then he says, but that's because love is you face each other and you come at the same time, and nothing is and nothing else is worth it. Hold out for real love. Joe Pesci said that to me. And so for Uncle Pete to say that to him, don't ever do that, son. Don't ever eat a pussy. And then he shoots himself. And I'm sorry for the spoiler for whoever's
I have a question for you. The industry acceptance, when you were like on your mountaintop, the industry, you, especially because you worked your way up through the industry and that's the only way to get in the industry, you were the darling. Everything this guy does is amazing, groundbreaking, etc. Is that addictive? Because after 2017, it's not there anymore, but you're still putting out the same product. The fans still like it the same. So is that something that you feel like, man, fuck, I missed that? Or is it like, nah, I'm still putting out the same product.
Good
the fans
question.
Are
And it was actually a great discovery for me because I didn't know what it would be like. Because when you're there and we're taking private jets to do stadiums, which is kind of a grind. It's not really what got me into comedy was the big stuff. And I'm also never been comfortable with big fame. The big, like, oh my God, fame is just, it doesn't make me feel like I like feeling like a person. So when somebody treats you bigger than that or less than that, both stink to me. It just makes me uncomfortable. I don't identify with that. And the industry, I knew it from, I've been doing this for 37 years. So that I was in it long enough to know that when I was getting a lot of acceptance from there, I was like, yeah, right. Like, I know this is short-lived. I know this is conditional. And I know a lot of it is just wind, it's not really, but again, there's actual human beings involved. I had partners in the industry who I had really meaningful relationships with, who I'm really grateful to, like FX. FX, even after my series Louis is on my website now. They let me have it. And I paid for it. I paid them. But they did. That's an unusual thing. They took it down from every other service and they gave it to me, and you can only get on my website now. That was a really great thing, and they did that for me. So that's a human thing to do. But anyway, what I found out was when I just needed to just work again, and sometimes just comedy clubs, there is this fear when you're up there. If I ever had to just go back to the Funny Bone, sitting next to the soda machine as it out into the room, the smell of fried food, I may just have to kill myself if I go back. But I got back there and I was so happy. I loved it because I just loved telling the fucking jokes. And I'm closer to the crowd. And the money you make as a stand-up selling out a comedy club over a weekend is ridiculous. It's that it's close to my that's enough point. Is just, they give you the whole fucking door. And it's insanely good money. So money-wise, I was like, I can live on that. And then make it,
and the fans pay less, which is something that's important to you.
And then when you get little bumps, like, hey, I'm back in the theaters. This is so fucking fun. Didn't know if I'd be back in the theaters, but it's just doing the work was plenty. I don't miss that shit at all. The mountaintop. A mountaintop is a place you visit. You don't fucking live
there.
You don't live in a tent sucking oxygen. It's actually not fun up there. It's a goal, but it's not a life. It's a place to visit, and it's a place to be seen from miles around, so you can collect. I have fans now from a lot of different places. I have fans all over Europe. I play all over the world because of the opportunity I was given by those people in Hollywood to get up high. But now I've got they're with me. I was smart enough to collect them on my own to find a way to get directly to them.
Yeah.
Did you
But
do that?
I don't miss being like shit red carpets and being on lists and that kind of stuff.
I think comics are too self-aware to enjoy that.
To enjoy that stuff.
That like red carpet
A
treatment.
lot
like,
of them love it. A lot of them love it. Some people need that. They like that's their indicator that they are live. That's their indicator that they're doing something.
Yeah.
I think that's sad. That's not sustainable. And it's also not based on you. It's based on a trend. I got a lot of attention that I didn't have coming to me.
Yeah.
I'm proud of the work I did, but it was like, are you kidding me? You know? Like when I saw comics looking at me going like, dude, enough. I agreed with them. I'm like, I'm sure you were. It's just like it was enough already.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, you don't want to be that guy.
Right.
So
there's a Jerry Seinfeld, to quote your boy. Jerry Seinfeld was accepting an award.
My boy.
Yeah, was accepting an award for something. I forget what it was. Peabody Award, I don't know, something.
That's a great video. It's like the Philly bird thing.
It was, and he's up there and he goes, I don't want to be here. I want to be in the back with a bunch of comics making fun of this whole stupid thing that we're all here for.
Yeah.
And that's what you have. And I think that's what we have. I mean, it's stupid.
Yeah.
The red carpet thing is dumb. All of it is dumb.
Yeah.
If the
It's dumb,
people
and
love you, what the fuck else do you need?
Yeah.
You don't need these 5 guys
You
voting.
don't need that. You don't need the press. You don't need them saying that. There are good versions of all of that.
Yeah.
It's cool to read a review of your work that's well written, that's thoughtful, that's positive. Sure, that feels good, but I would, if it's between that and the audience getting off on it, not even the audience loving and coming, but the audience knowing that you're hitting them, then the rest of it can go fuck itself. It's meaningless.
I have a follow-up based on what you said about getting your own emails and not liking the mountaintop. Did you do that knowing I don't want to be here for long? Did you do that with like, I'm getting the fuck out of this whole thing that I'm in right now?
I know that people don't stay up there. That's always been clear to me.
So
I
you said
always
it-
knew that was temporary.
He said it in an Opie and Anthony interview. They were like, you got private jets, you got all this kind of stuff, and you're like, yeah, it's not gonna last for a
It's
while.
not, can't.
Yeah.
When I first got my show
were
at
right.
FX, which wasn't, I was dead right. I was dead right. When I first got my show at FX, John Landgraf, who became my friend who runs the place, he just he asked me if I'd ever seen The Shield. What was their first big success.
Great show.
So he sent me 10, it was DVDs then, sent me all of the 10 seasons, and I lost my mind watching The Shield.
Yeah.
I watched all 10 seasons and I was obsessed with every character and every actor. And you can tell when they're making the show, the way they walk on the set, they're like, I'm on a hit. I'm on a hit.
Yeah.
I can do anything after this. None of those people are working anymore. None of them. Michael Chiklis is a monster. You can't even see his face. And all those other ones, they were like, some of it, Walton Goggins is like, keeps finding work and he's a great voice.
Yeah.
But they're not what they were on that show. And they were winning everything and they were all anybody was talking about.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad story. That's a good story. You get to be this shining thing, but you got to give it up. You got to be willing to give it up and dismount. I was dismounted. It's a little different than dismounting. And I'm grateful for that because I don't know what it would have been like. I don't know. I did prepare for it well.
That's
yes,
what I
I
thought.
did. But the trip down, no matter how it's done, I think is rough.
It's
for
rough.
anybody.
Is it cool?
Nobody gives it up on purpose. Nobody goes like,
I've had
enough.
Yeah, only George Washington.
That's right.
Life is short. Life is very short. I like life. I like it. I feel like even if it ends up being short, I got lucky to have it because life is an amazing gift when you think about what you get with a basic life. Not even a particularly lucky life or a healthy life. If you have a life, here's your boilerplate deal with life. This is basic cable, what you get when you get life. You get to be on Earth. First of all, oh my God, what a location. This is Earth, and for trillions of miles in every direction, it fucking sucks so bad. It's so shitty that your eyes bolt out of your head because it sucks so bad. You get to be on Earth and look at shit. As long as you're not blind or whatever it is, you get to be here, you get to eat food, you get to put bacon in your mouth. I mean, when you have bacon in your mouth, it doesn't matter who's president or anything. You just, Every time I'm eating bacon, I think I could die right now, and I mean it. That's how good life is. You get to fuck. That's free if you're smart. That's That comes with. That's part of the deal. Where else are you going to get that deal? You get to put your dick in there and go in and out. Pretty good. And if you're a woman, you get to just lay back and just have a dick just shoving in and out of you awkwardly. Anytime you want. Anytime you want. If you're a gay man, you get to just fill your boyfriend's ass with your dick. Just fill it all the way to the balls. And it's nice and warm and tight in there. And he's your buddy. If you're a lesbian, you get to do all the stuff they're doing. And, it's a great deal. You get to eat, you get to fuck, you get to read To Kill a Mockingbird. It's a great life. So when it, I'm not worried about it ending. It's pretty good.
Gravity was fucked
smoking.
up.
Gravity.
That didn't freak you out a little bit?
Well, 3D IMAX High. Like, you know how they have those logos? It should say, like, 3D IMAX High is the best way to see a movie like Gravity.
Yeah.
I didn't otherwise I didn't like the performances.
Right.
And I didn't know why these are the people
that were in the
who
movie
are being called the astronauts.
Right. Yeah.
It's two people, and you could have gotten anybody.
They should have just had
two. It wouldn't
two.
have been these two, terrific, made great contributions to theater of the screen.
Yes, of course.
But why fill their faces with chemicals to make sure they look like astronauts? I mean, you could get. There's so many people.
Right.
And also the idea that she's like a reluctant astronaut. There's no such thing as like someone's like, oh, I mean, the other thing didn't work out, so I'm an astronaut.
Yeah.
And
so
I hate
astronaut
space.
was something to fall back on.
Yeah, I'm so stressed out when I'm in space.
Like a trade.
Yes. This is what would happen if you're like, she's some scientist.
Mm-hmm.
You go to NASA if you got a interview.
Yeah.
Okay, you be her, okay?
All right.
And I'm going to ask you about how you feel about the program and sound a little hesitant.
Okay.
Okay, so how are you excited to try out to be an astronaut? Get the fuck out of here now. Get the fuck out of my office. There's the greatest people alive do this.
Right. Everybody
Get the
wants
fuck
that
outta
gig.
here.
And it's their dream from the second they left the womb.
Right.
All they want to do is go into
They
space.
never gave up on being an astronaut.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you're obsessed with being an astronaut and you are the best at everything that you do, you're still going to wash out and not get to space.
Right. Yeah.
And yet this fucking like, oh, and I get vertigo. No, you don't. Fuck you. And I don't know, whatever.
And then,
but when you're that fucking stoned, and you're in the picture, and you're going inside of the helmet, looking at the world from inside the helmet, it's pretty cool.
Not a freak out though. You're not a freak out pot guy where it's like, this is like fucking freaking me out.
No, because they don't know I'm watching them, so they're not interacting with me. If I interact with human beings who are looking at me,
that'll freak
I don't
out
like
a little bit.
That would be the thing.
Yeah.
The vastness of space thing would get me a little.
No, I could fall right into that. I was excited.
Okay.
Except for I was getting also irritated by the lack of truth with the physics. Because they had an opportunity to teach people physics.
Right. Where did they fail?
Were they
Just a
really
bunch of
off?
shit.
There was a couple of times where they said they were off, like when they were holding each other's fingers. They said all she would have had to do in real life was just pull back gently and he would have come right back.
That's right. There's the whole, basically, the entire crux of the drama of the movie was a giant fuck you to physics.
Physics.
The idea that
pas.
she's holding him and there's some force pulling him more and more, like an increasing force from what? There's nothing.
Centrifugal force, was it?
No, I don't think so.
Were they spinning?
Nope.
No, they weren't.
Oh,
They weren't
then
spinning.
yeah. Okay. Well, although if she pulled like
A
that,
teeny bit, he would have come right back.
But
and also when
she
she's
would have gone
spinning,
forward too.
when she's spinning,
Yeah.
and she's going
Yeah.
oh god, close your fucking eyes, close them. You're not feeling it. You're not feeling yourself spin.
Right.
Close your eyes.
Yeah.
That's all you
Because
would
the
have to
Earth is
do.
doing this.
It's
spinning
all
around.
relative to
Close your eyes
like
for
the Earth. So
60 seconds.
yeah.
She wouldn't even have to be reminded, but even if, honey, close your eyes. All right. Okay, good. I'm good.
Everything's fine
I'm
now.
good.
That's a good point, but I wouldn't have thought of that if I was spinning away into nothingness either. She probably just forgot.
She forgot.
Yeah, no, she's clumsy and forgetful.
Hesitant.
She's like Lucy.
George asked her where she's from. Like, when they know all that,
Yeah,
that took me out of the movie. I'm like, they would know all that
Yeah.
before they went up there. Right, but so tell me about you. Where you
They
from?
would know everything about
Every
each
detail.
other.
What did they talk about during the training? He just kept saying your cunt stinks a lot. That's all he talked about in the training is how her
That
cunt
was the
was.
first 1,000 things he said. 1,001 was where you from.
Yeah,
Where
do you have
from?
any kids ever fall out of that dump?
Yeah, and guess what? If you have like a background that's edgy, like your son died,
Right.
they also, we're not putting you in space.
Right.
That's going to come up.
That could be a problem.
Yeah,
It's gonna come
you're
up.
gonna bum everybody out with that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need you up there all of a sudden waxing fantastic about your kid
No.
and
Worthless.
fucking things up.
No,
Well,
billions of dollars that shit costs up there.
they had a
They need boring, steel, fucking nerved people.
Right. You ever watch some of those guys on camera when they're having the spacewalk? Like they got to replace that giant cooling unit that's the size of a refrigerator. Their dialogue back and forth is just the most
Mundane.
technical, dull,
right.
Yeah.
fucking. The bolt is out.
Right.
Well, like
Right.
if you ever listen to black box recordings to fall asleep.
Yeah,
at night,
yeah.
Have you ever jack off to black box recordings?
yes. Yeah, voice recording.
Yes, they have some on YouTube and
I've
stuff.
seen. I've actually was listening to some of those just last week.
Yeah.
I
Jesus.
swear. They're
Well,
fucking
they are
tragic.
the
Challenges
pilots,
are going, right.
even in the worst conditions, are
Yeah.
steel until the very last second.
Yeah, then you got
They're
the
like,
old,
okay,
"Ah!"
we're gonna try this. We're gonna try this. This didn't work. This didn't work. The wing came off. We're going down. We're 50 yards from the ground. Ah, I'm dead! It's the last sound. It's like, ah!
It is the last.
But they're not
right
panicking.
before it, they're like, we'll try this. We'll
Yeah.
try this.
Yeah.
That's what all pilots are like. And people in space are like the 0.00001% best of those people.
Right.
That's so
Crazy.
That's exactly what it was.
That guy
too.
Sully, who landed the plane on the Hudson,
yeah.
steel nerves, he would have washed out. He would have never made it.
Never would have made it to
No.
space.
Yeah.
Something fucked up there. He would have been fucked. But meanwhile, in the plane,
Nah.
we're not going to make it. We're in the river.
Yeah, exactly.
It was
We're going to
pretty
try
calm.
the river.
We're going to try the river.
We're going to try the river.
That's literally what he said.
Right.
Well,
I'm so sick of being broke. I'm broke. I'm just always keep digging this hole. And most people are broke too. That's the thing. This country's just everybody's broke. That's why I don't like George Bush, but I didn't like Kerry either, because they're fucking both rich and they don't get it. They don't know what it's like to be poor. Like poor people know what it's like to be rich. They know exactly what it's like because they fantasize about it constantly. Every poor person has their whole rich life all planned out. Every detail. I'm going to have a house made of chocolate, and people are going to blow me as I walk in each room. They're going to be waiting. I'm going to wipe my ass with live rabbits and throw them out the window. Got it all worked out. But rich people don't fantasize about being poor. Why the fuck would they do that? I'll have to take the bus everywhere. Yeah!
Here's another one. Another thing I believe deep down again is that gay people should stop doing that. Because, and not for any moral or societal reason. I don't give a shit. I have gay friends. That's love. You should respect what they want to do with their lives. But they're doing it wrong. It's not supposed to be two vaginas smushed together. It doesn't make any sense. It's like two buckets and you hold the openings against each other. There's nothing being accomplished. You need to put a thing in a thing, otherwise what are you doing? I mean, gay guys, I get it, because they're putting a dick in a place. In an ass of a man, which, by the way, what better place to put a dick than a man's ass? It's perfect. Even a vagina is awkward. You have to go up and in, and you have to kind of Or she has to splay herself and you have to go like this. It just looks weird even. But a guy, you just walk up to him and your dick's in his ass. That's it. You just walk up behind him. It's that simple. Just, I'm gay. That's it. You just walk up, you're gay. And then somebody goes into you. That's how we were packed originally, to save space. But the two holes bumped. What the hell are you doing? It's wrong. Not morally, just geometrically. I think there's a hell, and I think I'm going. And like a friend of mine was telling me about how he had sex with a hooker, and it turned out to be a guy. And it was like a horrible thing for him, and he had to get over it with therapy. And as I'm listening to this, I realized, shit, that happened to me too. And the upsetting part of it wasn't that it happened, but that I had forgotten. This wasn't like a landmark in my life like it was for him. I was like, oh yeah, no shit, I f***ed a guy once back in Montreal. I forgot about that.
Get angry. Everybody hates gay people. I never understood anger towards gay people because a person being gay doesn't affect your life. So it's weird to me that people just like, they're in their homes going, oh, people are gay. Damn it. What do you care? I can understand hating gay people if, say, like you're mowing your lawn and two guys are blowing each other right on the grass. And you're like, oh, I gotta cut around you faggots every Sunday. I'm sick of this shit. Or say you're eating your breakfast in the morning and you're about to put your spoon in the cereal bowl and two guys touch dicks right in front of you. Hey, come on! I gotta get to work. I don't have time to dodge your dicks with my spoon. Talk about their mothers. I was watching a football game one time, and this guy scored a bunch of shit, whatever, and they were excited. So they asked him about it afterwards. And the football player said, my mom died last year, but I know she was watching my game from heaven tonight. And I wanted to be there to say, leave your mother alone. How dare you? She's dead. I mean, when are you done with your fucking kids? When are you finished with your fucking kids? Even after you're dead, you still have to go to their fucking games and shit? Leave your mother alone. She did her job. She raised you and it killed her. I mean, let her enjoy heaven. Don't you want your mother to enjoy heaven? Isn't that what you want your mom to be, just in heaven? Whee! This poor woman, the angels are like, we're having an angel party. You want to come with us? I can't. I got to watch my son's games. He'll be very upset. Okay, good. He can't fucking hear me. When people die, it means they did their jobs, and you should forget them. That's what I think. Because it's unfair what we put on dead people. Are you watching over me? Yes, I'm watching all of it. You know, like when you see an old couple, and they've been married for like 60 years. You know that kind of story? Everybody always loves that. The kind of people that always get applause based on the math of their lives. How long you been married? 60 years. Oh. Ah. Isn't that automatically wonderful? How do you know? You just know how long it's been.
For 60 years, every morning he tells me I'm a piece of shit.
But let's just say this is a happy couple, okay? They love each other. They've been married for 60 years. That's longer than most people really want to be alive, and they've been together that long. And now they're just an old couple, and they just walk together. You know when you see two people? And it's kind of lovely. They don't need anybody else. It's just the two of them. This is both of them. They just walk. They always walk somewhere nobody walks there. It's trash.
trucks going. He's wearing a suit that is not a color. She's wearing a dress that's like a triangle, like a kid drew it. It's just fucking a dress with fruit on it. Nobody cares. And they just walk every day.
It's cold. Yeah, it's cold. You want to go to the store and get a cracker? Yeah, let's get a cracker at the store. Yeah, buy a cracker. Yeah, you buy that.
And then one day, usually he dies first. They're walking, and he goes, ah. Ah. And she says, Richard! Ah. Ah. Richard! Ah. And he dies. So now it's just her. Just Rose. And she's alone. Now she just stands in their house. Once in a while, somebody goes to get Rose because there's a wedding. Come on, Rose. Just fucking come on. Come on. Fuck, come on. Fuck. Just want to push her from... She lives 10 more years. 10 years after Richard dies. And then 10 years later now she's laying in a bed. She's dying. Somebody's there with her on their phone. So Rose is dying and she says, well, at least now I get to be with my Richard forever. Where'd she get that idea? Where did that come from? I've looked it up. No religion teaches that when you die, you get to ruin heaven for your dead spouse. Why is that fair? Who gets... Richard's been dead for 10 years. He's been in heaven for 10 years. And somebody comes up to him, hey, your wife is coming. What? He just now? Yeah, Rose just died. She'll be here in about 20 minutes. They just gotta hose her down and tape the wings on. And then you're gonna be together forever. Wait a minute. Fuck. You said this was heaven. Why is this... I have a girlfriend here now. I don't want to fucking... She's the love of your life. She's not the love of my death, motherfucker. That's marriage. Marriage is a big deal. Marriage is a big deal. I went to a wedding the other day. I went to a gay wedding. I've been to a lot of gay weddings, which is not true. It's not true at all, but I did go to one. But I don't go to weddings generally because I don't like them. I hate it. Don't invite me, really. I think it's rude to invite people to your wedding. I really do. Nobody's happy to get that shit. You make it all pretty, and they're like, oh, fuck! This is gonna suck! Here's a helpful list of places to stay. Oh, great. I get to live in a La Quinta in Reading, Pennsylvania for 3 days because you want to get married for a couple of years. Nobody wants to watch you start your shitty thing. Nobody wants to see it. Everybody's in a shitty thing. That's what it is. That's what it is to be with somebody. You're either alone or you're in a shitty thing. That covers 100% of human beings. I know I can see there's young couples here and you're like, no, we're in a good one. It's really good. Yeah, fuck you. Who do you think you are? It just didn't get so arrogant. Yeah, I think we figured it out. No, yeah, you're the first ones. Of
course it's going to get shitty. That's part of it. It's like going to a horror movie, and in the first minute, you're like, I think they're all going to be fine. No, they're all going to die, and you're going to hate the person you love right now. It's the way it works. Love plus time minus distance equals hate. That's just the way it goes. I'm not saying don't do it. You should do it. It's the best thing. It's the best part of life, love is. But don't be greedy and expect it to last. Don't be amazed that a butterfly died because you shot it in the face. Just fall in love, make a fucking mess. It goes shitty, you don't realize it till too late, and then you cry a lot and move on. It's the best part of life. It is. I've always loved love. That's always been my favorite part of life, is meeting somebody and going, oh shit, that person. That's the best feeling. Now, why the fuck would that just, oh yeah, for years, for our whole lives, just, oh yeah. That's insane to expect that. And then it rots and dies. It's just the way it goes. It's like if you see a person in the park making bubbles with a big wand, you know, with soap, and sometimes they make a really big one and he goes, oh, hey, ah, shit, okay. That's all. You don't stand over, liar! You don't get mad at the soap stain. It gets so shitty, man. It does. Oh. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, Louis C.K.
That's very nice. I hope somebody does that for you someday. It's a very nice thing. I hope you had a good day. That's about all I could do about it is hope. I had a pretty good day. I went out shopping for some things I needed, and now I don't need them because I got them. I got a white noise machine. Do you know what those are, a white noise machine? It's a machine that helps white people sleep at night. Because I shouldn't be able to. I'm hungry. I'm a little hungry. I mean, I feel hungry. I think that's what... Americans shouldn't say I'm hungry. They say I feel hungry. If you ate today, you shouldn't say I'm hungry. Hunger's a real thing. I don't have third world hunger. I have first world hunger. I would like a donut. Some people say I'm starving. That's offensive. I am starving. I haven't eaten since 2. I'm starving. Don't say that. Because some people are starving. And they don't say it. You never see a little kid in Africa with his ribs showing. He's like, I am starving right now. I'm like literally starving to death. It's like annoying. I had 2 kids. I went to my daughter's play the other day. I don't know if you have kids, but there is no more joyful feeling in the human experience than when a child's play is over. It's just, nothing feels that good when you can say, I am not watching that any longer. Every second my daughter's on stage, I can't breathe because I'm so proud of her, but this is a bad show. They worked really hard and it didn't make it good. I'm glad I'm raising girls though, because boys are. I don't like boys. I don't like. That's probably a good thing to say. I don't like boys. I don't think women are better than men, but I do think that men are worse than women. You know, we just have. Like, I was talking to my friend, and he said his girlfriend's mad at him. I said, "What happened?" He goes, "Well, I guess I said something, and then she got her feelings hurt." Such a weird way to phrase it. She got her feelings hurt. I said something, and then could you more remove yourself from responsibility? She got her feelings hurt. It's like saying, yeah, I shot this guy in the face, and then I guess he got himself murdered. I just he leaned into it. I didn't know. I've never been murdered. I'm going to die someday. I accept that. I don't know what happens afterwards. Some people say you go to heaven. I'm totally going to heaven. I'm going to heaven. By the way, this is the only voice I know how to do. I'm totally going to heaven. It's the only voice I have. I can't like do impressions. Like this is my impression of the president. I'm the first black president. I'm like literally the first black president. Do you guys think there's a heaven? If you believe you're going to heaven, clap if you think you're going to heaven. You think you're going to heaven?
Yes.
Really? How old are you?
21.
21, and you're a lock for heaven already. You already got it. Been a grown-up for 3 years. You couldn't possibly make a mistake. Well, good luck. Personally, I don't think there's a heaven. I think maybe there's a God, but there's no heaven. I think that's the best news you're going to get. You die, and you're like, hey, God. And he's like, yep. And you're like, where's heaven? And he's like, I don't know who's telling people that. But I'm supposed to make a universe and then another whole amazing place for afterwards? You guys are greedy dicks down there. Well, where do I go? Just stand in this room with me now. I don't like it. Tell me about it. I've been here since 1983. Or whenever. I don't know when God started, but... I'm not religious. I don't know if there's a God. That's all I can say, honestly, is I don't know. Some people think that they know that there isn't. That's a weird thing to think you can know. Yeah, there's no God. Are you sure? Yeah, no, there's no God. How do you know? Because I didn't see him. How do you... There's a vast universe you can see for about 100 yards when there's not a building in the way. How could you possibly... Did you look everywhere? Did you look in the downstairs bathroom? Where have you looked so far? No, I didn't see him yet. I haven't seen 12 Years a Slave yet. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I'm waiting until it comes on cable. I think if there is a God, I don't know if it's the one in the Bible, because that's a weird story. He's our Father, and we're his children. That's it. Our Father who art in heaven. Where's our mother? What happened to our mom? What did he do to our mom? Something happened. Somewhere in heaven there's a porch with a dead lady under it, and I want this. Somebody's got to check the trunk of God's car for bleach and rope and fibers. Well, how can we not have a mother? At least maybe God's divorced. Maybe he has an ex-wife. God's a single dad, and he's raising us alone, and we're praying like, and he's like, I'm trying, it's just me up here. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe your life is your time. This is our weekend with Dad. That's what life is your weekend. And then when you die, you go to Mom's house. It makes sense that God would be a woman, doesn't it? Because you're raised by your mom. I think the reason we made God a man in our cultures is because we want to make sense of the fact that men are in charge. Because otherwise it doesn't really make any sense. Because women, you start with the woman. It's the thing people like to ask, like, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? Of course it's the egg. Because you can't just make a chicken. You can't just go chicken. You got to start with an egg and grow chicken. And then people say, oh, well, where did the egg come from? From a chicken, you idiot. Women birthed us, women raised us, so why aren't they running things? I think I know why. I think it's because millions of years ago, women were in charge, and they were mean, they were horrible. They made us walk around naked, and they'd laugh at you, and they'd flick your penis when you walk by. They were awful. But what could you do? It's your mom and her friends. Like, what could you possibly do about it? And then one guy punched his mom, and we were like, we can hit them! And then we did the whole thing. But that's why men are mean to women today, because we're terrified of them. That's why we didn't give women the vote till 1920. Women didn't get the vote in this country. That means American democracy is 94 years old. There are 3 people in my building older than American democracy. That's how women have had a rough time. It was so okay to beat your wife until so recently.
that today we have a kind of shirt named after it. There's a piece of clothing in our culture affectionately nicknamed after beating the crap out of your wife. And for some reason, this is offensive to nobody. I saw a woman on Good Morning America or something. She's like, I was walking around my house and a wife beater. I'm like, stop saying it like it's not horrible. I'm just wearing a wife beater and child murder shorts. And I like, we have a great show. Sam Smith is here. So stick around. We'll be right back.
I don't think life is that important. It's just not. It is not. People get too excited about life. Oh, life. Fuck you. It's not that. It's. Make a list of every shitty thing ever that's in life. Life is okay. I like life. I like it. I don't need it. I'd be fine without it. I like life, though. I do. You know how much I like life? I have never killed myself. That's how much I like it. That's exactly how much I like it, with a razor-thin margin. I like it precisely enough to not kill myself. It's an option, though. It's totally an option. I mean, I'm 49. I have 2 kids. I've flipped through the brochure a few times. I've thought of killing myself just to win an argument. You're not supposed to talk about suicide. Even to your shrink. You ever go to a shrink and they're like, have you had thoughts of suicide? And you're like, no, because if I say yes, you'll press a button and folks will run in and hold him down. But you should be able to talk about it. It's the whole world is just made of people who didn't kill themselves today. That's who's here. Is all of us that went, okay, I'll fucking keep doing it. It's because it's an interesting thing about life. Life can get very difficult, very sad, very upsetting, but you don't have to do it. You really don't have to do it. You don't have to do anything. You never have to do anything because you can kill yourself. If they send you a letter from motor vehicles, you have to come in and, no, I don't. I'll kill myself. You can do that. You can do that once. But you can do it. And it's interesting because even when life gets bad, people generally choose it over nothing. Even the worst versions of life. Even a shitty, shitty life is worth living, apparently. Because folks are living the fuck out of them. You ever seen somebody and you're like, how did he should kill himself? Why didn't he not? That dude. You ever been driving and you look at the next car and you're like, oh shit. I wish I hadn't looked in that car. That was difficult to glance at, let alone being it. Just a guy in a tan car. Nobody chooses tan. Nobody picks tan for their car. They give you tan. Is that mine? Yeah, it's yours, fucking loser. Made it tan. They shouldn't even make tan cars. It's mean to make them. You look over, you see a guy in a tan car with just dents all over it and a garbage bag for a window. What is holding up his suicide? What is delaying it? What is keeping him from stopping being that? And what would it take? What would it take? What would it take? Both windows are garbage bags? Is that... Seriously, do you know how much misery is involved in a garbage bag for a window? Do you know how many separate moments of shit misery? They canceled my insurance.
broke my window. Duct tape.
Here's the truth. Running away will not solve your problems. That's totally true. But killing yourself solves all your problems. It actually does. It even solves world problems. For you. What about ISIS? Kill yourself. Then they'll never get you. Seriously, if everybody who's afraid of ISIS kills themselves right now, then ISIS loses. Because they live in a world of people that don't give a shit. We're gonna cut his head off. Okay. It's not fun now. I think the worst part of being beheaded is... The worst thing about being beheaded is that you look really dumb right after. That's the worst part. They go like that, and you're like... Just that's fucking dopey. I don't think they like beheading bald people because they can't do this thing. That's the best part. They gotta go like this. It's not as cool. So just shave the top of your head and you won't have to worry about it.
I was changing my daughter the other day, and she's too old for diapers now, but she's still in them, and it's bad because this kid does not poop. This kid craps. This is not okay anymore. I was changing her diaper the other day. It was like a 48-year-old alcoholic man's shit in her diaper. Like, she was out all night drinking Jaeger, and she went to Denny's and got a Grand Slam. Ate half of it, got in a fight in a parking lot, and passed out in a Pontiac and shit herself. And her friends drove her home with the windows open and dumped her on my lawn. And now I gotta clean it. And it's crazy. And you can't even react. You can't go like, what the fuck? That's disgusting. You'll fuck them up about their own shit. You gotta be nice. You open her diaper, it's just chaos in there. It's just bananas. It's just... every shit amazes me. I'm never used to it. Everyone, I'm like, okay, wow, what is that? You have been eating diarrhea for a week, I think. Because that's awful. But you can't. You gotta be like, you just go, oh, wow. You really got something there, honey? That's really something. That's really okay. Well, all right, let me scrape that off your knees for you. Just get it down off your back. Just get all this hazmat in one place. Wipe you down. Clean your tiny vagina at the end. Who knew that was going to be my life? I had no idea that my relationship to the vagina was going to be cleaning shit out of a tiny one several times a day. They don't tell you that. When you're getting ready to be a dad, nobody pulls you aside and says, you're going to have to clean the vagina a lot because every time she takes a shit, it goes straight up her twat. They don't tell you that. And they should. It's a big part of being a dad. It's bigger than Christmas. It happens every day. And you got to get it right, front to back. It's very important.
You ever flush a pet down the toilet? I had to flush my daughter's fish down the toilet. I came home, the fish was dead. She wasn't home from school yet, so I just flushed the fish. And that's a weird moment, too, because fish live in water. So you put it in the toilet, floats to the bottom, like, yeah, he's dead. And then you flush, and it looks like he goes, wait a second, oh, shit! I was taking a nap, Jesus! You gotta be in constant motion, you gotta be respecting his house. And then my daughter comes home. Why did he die, Dad? Come on, what? am I gonna say? Why did he die? Because who gives a shit? That's the reason. That's the actual reason. Is because it didn't matter that he was alive. That's why he's dead. He didn't know his name and he didn't love you back. These are the facts about that fish's life. My daughter likes fish. We took her to the aquarium. I took both my kids to the aquarium in Boston, and we were looking at this seal or sea lion. I don't know which one. I don't care. I don't think they need to be separate things. I really don't. They don't care, and we don't care. There's like 3 scientists who give a shit what we call all those things. The scientists are going to go on TV tomorrow and say, okay, everybody, from now on, seals and sea lions and walruses and you know what? Penguins are all seals now. And we would all be like, yeah, fine. Yes. Whatever, man. Anyway, so we're looking at this sea lion thing, and he's looking back at us through the plexiglass, and he's going, ugh. They're really disgusting in person. Most animals are when you really see them. You ever go to a farm, you think you're going to see little white sheep going, bah, but they're all fat and shit-colored, and they're like, bah. Jesus. That thing is awful. Anyway, seals don't go, they go, ugh. My daughter's like, what does he say? I don't know. I'm a slave. Kill me.
Needs dating advice. What the fuck would I know about dating? Tony from Arkansas. What's up, man?
What's up, Louis? Man,
Yeah.
I'm 29 years old, pretty good-looking guy.
Yeah, says you.
Live in a college town.
Yes.
I fuck these like average skanks whenever I just kind of meet up with them through mutual friends or whatever. But whenever I'm at like the coolest bars and stuff, and there's like 8.5, 9s walking around, ass everywhere, I just can't talk to them. How can I get over the hump? I know you're a shapeless, out of shape faggot, but
Yep. And I don't, I never was good at that, but I don't know, there's something about the fact that you look at the women that you fuck as skanks, and then there's these women that are beyond your reach for you. There's something weird about that. It's all in your head, you know. Like, if you just thought of yourself differently, you'd be able to go up to one of those women and say, listen, I got 10 minutes to fuck you, come out to my car. And she'd fuck you. But, what is it about 8.5s and 9s? Why do guys feel like they gotta fuck women with rock hard asses? Do you enjoy the skanks, quote unquote, that you fuck? Is that enjoyable?
yeah, but it's not something that I would want to take around with me. You know, I'm like a girlfriend type.
So you want a girl you can kind of show off and stuff?
Yeah.
Try.
But they don't have to be a 9. But I'm just saying that's just an example of like how can I get.
Where do you go? You're going to bars in Arkansas and trying to meet women, right?
Yeah.
Go to the library and find a girl and start talking to her. If you're at a bar, imagine this for a second. Try to put yourself in the shoes of a 9.5 or 8 or whatever you call these women. Like, imagine being a hot girl at a bar. How fucking weird is she? Like, what is her life? She puts on some, like, sexy clothes, she works out to keep her body fit, and then she, like, hangs around a bar and hopes some guy will talk to her? I mean, what kind of a fucked up, weird existence is that shit? I mean, what do you do? What do you do? You work?
Yeah.
What is your job?
I own a landscape company.
Yeah, so you own a company. You are an owner of a company, right? You are a guy with an identity. You're looking at women that, like, she's some fucking woman, a hot chick at a bar. Who the fuck would want to be that? Who would want to talk to that? You know what you should do is find a woman that owns a company like you, and you guys will fucking connect like a motherfucker. Like, go find.
Okay, well, say it's the library. Say it's the library. It doesn't have to be at a bar. Say it's the library. am a faggot when it comes to just coming up to girls.
Well, that's because again, you're talking. You don't. What would you have in common with some chick at a bar that hopes some guy will maybe fuck her, take her around in her around in his Camaro or whatever people are driving now? I'm too old.
Yeah.
Just why? What would you have to say to that girl? Hey, you're hot. You want to suck my? Like, what would you have to say? I mean, don't put her on a pedestal. Fucking some chick at a bar with a hot ass. What is interesting about that? But if you found a girl who looks pretty damn good, who does something like what you do, who's like a person with an identity, who has like a company or whatever, and then you guys would just start fucking talking, and that would be so exciting that you'd want to suck her pussy and vice versa.
Right.
All right, man. Good luck.
All right, man.
What do I know about getting laid? Jesus Christ, I can't even fuck my own wife. I can't even. I tried to. Patrice O'Neill said to me the other night, have you ever tried threesomes? This is the kind of advice I get from fucking single people who think they're going to fix my marriage. Patrice says, why don't you introduce your wife into the idea of having a threesome? Like, we don't even have twosomes. Okay? I'm having trouble talking my hand into jerking me off right now. And I'm telling a guy how to talk to women in a bar.
You ever read about the oldest person in the world? There's always an oldest person. And sometimes you read about them because the other one just died. That's when they tell you that there's a new oldest person. Last one I read about was 114. 114. He's a teenager after 100. You know what that means? That means he's got a kid who's like 92. Who's like, please fucking die. I'm just hanging around so I can have 1 week without you in it. I mean, here's the bad news. You're going to die. But here's the good news. When you get closer, you're going to want to fucking die. It doesn't keep being good. You don't get to keep your life the way it is. Like, I'm 55. Both hands hurt. Both hands. Both my hips hurt. I'm lucky I have only one asshole. The whole fucking body hurts. When you're like in your 30s, you don't even think about it. You're like, because here's like, there's the beginning of your life, and there's the end. So like, you start like in your like here by your 30s, you just shuffle. You don't even aware of this movement. You're just shuffling along. Hey, this life is good. It's pretty cool. And then somewhere you're kind of aware that way down there, people are falling off the edge. Oh, I don't know. Weird. And then you're not thinking. Then all of a sudden you're close, and you're oh fuck, I knew that guy. Oh my god. Holy shit. But there's signs that your time is coming to an end, you know? Like they don't make my shampoo anymore. They don't make it. It's like, why'd you stop? Like, you're the only one. Nobody fucking cares about you. And so I thought, I'm going to make my own. I'm going to make my own shampoo. I'm going to look it up online. I'm going to look at the ingredients. I'm going to make my own. And I found myself at a dinner telling a table full of people. So I decided to make my own shampoo. That's one of those moments where you tell yourself, just don't tell folks anything. You don't need to say it out loud. Just do what you're doing and die as soon as possible.
Thanks for getting through the traffic. I drove here, and on the way here, I saw a bumper sticker on a car, and it said, "Tell your girlfriend I said thanks." Isn't that a little personal for a bumper sticker, really? A bumper sticker should be like, "Hey, I'm in front of you," whatever, you know. Not, "Hey, I fucked your girlfriend." You want that on your car all day for whoever's behind you? Tell your girlfriend I said thanks. How does he know I'm not behind him? Just getting mad and crazy, taking it personal, motherfucker. I follow him home. I get out of my car in his driveway with a pipe. What the fuck does that mean? Thank her for what exactly? Wait a minute, you fucked my girlfriend? Then you made that bumper sticker and found me in traffic and got in front of me? Motherfucker. And I just beat him to death with a pipe right there in his driveway. And jerk off on his corpse. Didn't need that part. Didn't need it. Story was totally complete without the jerking off on the corpse. It's too late. I was at a bar the other night. Doesn't matter where because I'm lying. But I was... Everybody has their time. Everybody has their time. I mean, not everybody. There are people out there who there's just nobody for them. Yep. People like to say things like, there's someone for everyone. Nope. Not at all true. And stop saying it because it's mean to people who never find anybody. There are millions of people out there who we've all unanimously decided they are light speed ugly and nobody kisses them on the lips even. Nobody touches their genitals their entire life. They just wash it and then they die. That's all that happens. Oh, and if you're feeling bad for them, you can go find one and fuck one tomorrow. You can just solve the problem right there. With all that kindness in your heart. Oh, well, go fuck one. Nah, I didn't think so. That's the one way we're all mean. Nobody does that. Nobody fucks down. Nobody. People fuck up or across. Some women fuck down because a guy talked them into that it was up. Yeah, no, you should. I'm totally up, yeah.
I'm curious about God. I'm curious about his life. I'm curious about God's existence. What's that like to be God? You know, we don't know anything about him. I think one reason people don't believe in him because we don't have a sense of God, because it doesn't say anything anymore. He used to talk all the time. He used to go up to people on the street. Hey, tell everybody I does that. Writing on the rocks. Look at that! Do it! And it was confused. Everybody's like, oh, okay, trying to figure it out. And then for 2,000 years, he just, nothing, says nothing. And everybody's fighting. He could clear a lot of shit up with a 5-minute press conference. If God spoke for 5 minutes, he'd solve a lot of problems. He'd just show up, hi, everybody. Yeah, I'm the Lord. Okay. Real quick. First of all, Mormons just, no. What is that? Just go home. Also, Jews with the little things, what the fuck? I don't know. Put a hat on or don't. Nobody gives a shit. This is weird. I hate these. I hate them. I send everybody with one of those to hell every day. I do. It's just my thing. Just so you know. Do what you want, but that's where you're going. Now you know. Also, I don't care who you fuck. I don't care. It never mattered. It was Adam and Eve and Steve. They were all fucking each other. I was jerking off to it. It was a great time. So it's not an issue for me. I don't know why it is for you. Have fun and use all the holes. That's what I say. Also, you're supposed to fuck the animals. That's why I made them. Why are you not fucking the animals? There's only like 30,000 of you fucking the animals. What are the rest of you? You're eating them? That's disgusting. How could you eat a perfectly fuckable pig? I was going to talk about Boston, and here's the thing. They have this whole gay marriage thing in Massachusetts, and they're fighting it in the courts, and I don't understand the argument against it legally. Like, I know what their problem is, but how do they argue it in court? You know, like, I can imagine when they get to the Supreme Court and the lawyers for the gay side are like, well, Your Honor, we pay taxes. There's nothing illegal about what we do. We're the same as anyone else. Why shouldn't we get the same protection under the law that heterosexuals get? And then they ask the other lawyer, and he says, Your Honor, they fucking quit! They fucking quit!
That's it, isn't it? Isn't that the whole... Well, okay, counselor, but I don't see what that has... What, are you fucking faggot? You're running, you're gonna get a fucking beating. Faggot! Isn't that the whole argument? Or that argument that the soccer moms... I don't want to... How am I going to explain that to my kid? I don't like explaining things to my kid. I don't like talking to him. So you should stop your whole lifestyle. So that I don't have to talk to my kid, you should stop being in love with each other, because, how am I gonna, you know what, fuck you, stop it. It's weird. But, fuck, what was I gonna say about that? Oh yeah, like, I don't know. I never understood anger towards gay people, because it doesn't affect it's actually the one thing that people can do, sex, that doesn't affect you at all. Nobody's being gay at you. Like you walk in a room full of gay people and, oh, Jesus! Oh, gay! I mean, where do you come in? That you got a good... Like, I can understand if you're mowing your lawn and two guys are blowing each other on the grass, like in the middle of your lawn, you're like, come on, you faggots! I gotta cut around you every morning, it's bullshit! Fucking lawn is all uneven. Or if you're eating your breakfast and you're about to put your spoon in the cereal bowl and two guys touch dicks in front of yours. Hey, come on! I gotta go to work. I don't have time to dodge your dicks with my spoon. That's outrageous behavior. Jesus didn't die on a cross so you could touch your dicks together in front of my cereal spoon. I'm sure that's not why. I mean, I wasn't there, but I assume that's not why. Couldn't possibly have been on his list. Anyway. Is that even a gay act, the touching of the two penises? I think that's what I pictured when I was a kid. That's what sex is between guys is just... It's very formal, just... Thank you. Well done. Well played. Right on target. I don't think that's even gay. That's just friendly. Hey, Bill, how you doing? Let's just see it. How you doing? Tip of your dick feels nice against the tip of my dick. I know, right?
If you believe that God gave you the earth, that God created the earth for you, why would you not have to look after it? Why would you not think that when he came back he wouldn't go, what the fuck did you do? I gave this to you, motherfucker. Are you crazy? The polar bears are brown. What did you do to the polar bears? Did you shit all over every polar bear? Who did that? Who spilled this shit? Who spilled this? Come over. Did you fucking spill this? What is that?
It's oil. It's just some oil. I didn't mean to spill.
Well, why did you take it out of the fucking ground?
Because I wanted to go faster.
And I was cold. What the fuck do you mean cold? I gave you everything you needed, you piece of shit.
Well, because jobs.
What is a job? Explain to me, what's a fucking job?
You work at a place and when people call when their game doesn't work and you help them figure it out.
What do you do that for?
For money.
What do you need money for?
Food.
Just eat the shit on the floor. I left shit all over the floor. Fucking corn and wheat and shit. Grab it up, make some bread. What are you doing?
Yeah, but it doesn't have like bacon around it and like I like when it has like bacon on it and